Please believe it, I'm on my grizzly bear, out there doing what I gotta do to get me there. Out here doing what I'm doing is what got me here. If I ain't driven, I ain't living, that's a constant fear. I built this from the ground up, all the beats been ground up, all my real peeps mount up. My game fits to bury all now. What a
Good Friday morning. Well, this is the horse and the 9-year-old. Yes, you're looking at a vacant lot. This is where I lived. There used to be a house there long ago. It burnt in 1980 on November 22nd, my 17th birthday. And we lost it to the city of Dallas. So, there used to be really good grass all over in here. We had like St. Augustine grass, but it got really overgrown and everything when my mom couldn't afford to pay the taxes and stuff. Well, she could, she just didn't. She decided what the hell. But anyway, excuse me, we will do this as a visual. Now, just so you know, in the 70s and stuff, there were no trees across the road. None. Now, in the back, there's a line of trees on the other side of this pasture right here. And the horse would come up right here. I would feed him carrots and apples, and my dad was an over-the-road truck driver. And he would bring home lots of fruits and vegetables and stuff. Well, I'd feed the horse right there. And if he wanted to come to my house, he'd come right there and he'd make a fuss. I mean, he'd be tapping at the fence with his feet and neighing, and he was just a mess. And there was no trees down this fence line either. So let's take a walk. Now then, oops, hold on. I want to show you something first. Let's see. Right here at the third house, there was 3 houses between me and my best friend, Debbie. Debbie, if you're watching, here's the front of your house, man. I don't know if that's the way you remember it. But anyway, we'll go on down, because the gate is like right here. I would get the horse from this gate. Hold on. Gotta turn around. There we go. From this gate right here. Shit, well, there went my camera. From this gate right here. Now, I'd undo that gate, and the horse would walk out and stand like right in here beside the gate, and I'd shut the gate, and I kid you not, I had no reins, I had no nothing. He would walk beside me all the way down my road. Now it's probably football field and a half, 2 football fields. And, well, I went too far. Okay, here we are. Once again. Let's see. There we go. And he would stand between these 3 trees right here. And, eat grass. Or he'd walk into the... This isn't my house. That is. They must be doing some work on it in 19... Oh, wait. No wonder. Hold on. I don't know what happened. But anyway. Oh, and this house right here. Poor little boy lived there. He'd come down and stand like right here and badmouth me and cuss me. I would whoop his ass. Oh, here we go. Alright. Alright. But yeah, he'd stand like right here in front of this truck because the fence run all the way down it. There used to be a privacy fence right here. But yeah. Well, so that's where I grew up. From the age of 5 to 17. Trashy neighborhood now. I mean, we never let this crap, like pallets and that stuff right there, be there. We'd have been out there cleaning it up.
This message is received from Jim.
So, okay. How about we visit my grammar school? Alright. There we go. This is my grammar school. And, we would go in the front building right here. I'm going to see if I can zoom in so you can see it better. Whoa. There we go. There we go. We would go in this right here. And this hallway right here was not here. This back here was not here. These bay doors right here, I don't know about them. That used to be a wall of windows. And, yeah, this is where our auditorium was. And walk down the hallway this way is the cafeteria. Back 1970 through, 76. Oh, there we go. Now, let's check out my, junior high. There you go. It's the front doors. And I would go in these doors right here. And I'd have to drop my books and fight. Then I would go to this room right here and check in, because that's where the students with problems had to do. Yeah, I would first year bust into a black community. Personally, I didn't care. I just wanted my education. I had things I was going to do in life. But yeah, I spent 90% of my time either suspended or sitting in that one office. And then this is where the buses all parked. Right here. And if we needed a cigarette, we'd just run across the street. And we'd stand on the sidewalks over here and smoke. I'd pretty much lean up against this telephone pole right here. And that's the kind of neighborhood it is. And that Family Dollar was not there. There was nothing there. That was all woods. And I mean, they got churches and all kinds of stuff on there now. Alright. Now, how about my high school? There you go. H. Grady Spruce. Inside the front doors right here was a big mosaic Indian head. And the tile on the floor. Most beautifulest thing I ever saw. This right here is the stairs to go up to 2nd and 3rd floor. That right there was the auditorium. Now I'm not sure, I mean, this was like in 79 and 80 that I was there. See, and then I don't remember what this was back here, but I don't think it was there. That's probably why I don't remember. This right here is the principal's office. And there's our trusty sign with a Wolverine on it instead of the Apache Indian head. We were the Apaches. Once an Apache, always an Apache. Screw you, Wolverines. And then down this way was the football field and track and all of that. But anyway, let's go around the corner and see if the Apache's still there. It was a burger hangout. We went there for lunch. So, let's see. Go right there. Go right there. Let's see, I think I'm lost. I think I went the wrong direction. Here we go. This is where I want to be. This is St. Augustine that runs this way. Well, Minyards isn't there. It was right there. My, how things change. Let's see. Go up. It's right. Whoa. Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? Is it really now a taqueria? As much as I love Mexican food, that right there makes me sad. And they had the best burgers in town next to Grip's. And I didn't bring that one up. Yeah. Well. Car wash is new. And that is still a Dairy Queen. Well, it don't look the same. Well, there you have it. My childhood in 4 pages on the internet. Well, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I shall see y'all on Tuesday. God bless. Goodbye.
Hey, KNOTHEAD.
What up, homie?
Shit's getting crazy, man.
Yeah, it is.
Barely stand to watch the news. Earthquakes, floods, landslides. People dying all over the world. Think the end might be here. I've never been one to play, gotta question his methods. I just take a look around and see the devil is restless. Landslides, trap mines of dust settles, we're breathless. Hoping that the morning news won't bring more dead before breakfast. The last days they say will raise the level of stresses, and the feds gonna test us, check it. North Korea, Iran, and Pakistan all got incendiary weapons that could send us to a holocaust. Now whether the lesson is lost on you is moot, it's an estimation of cost. The word retaliation's tossed around, whole nations are lost. Every calibration of the missile brings us that much closer to the day we're back in pistols, fighting over more than borders. Won't be fighting over who was hoarding more evaporated milk. I gotta feed my babies, ethics pay about the weight of silk. I must be faded, I hope I die before